this is how I shoot silhouettes. First of all, you'd like to pick a day unlike today. Today is really cloudy. You'd like to pick a day when it is pretty sunny. And I figure I like it when the sun is about 2 fingers away from the horizon. So I just hold my hand out and I look at the sun. And if there's 2 fingers between the horizon line and the sun, that's about right. What you want is a really sunny, bright background. So you can have the darker person, I'm guessing, in front of you, and that person's dark. So we have foliage here. We're going to shoot against the foliage, make it the silhouette, and have the sky behind it be the background. So let's talk about camera settings now. I put my camera on manual. That's the M on a Canon camera. Even on the point and shoot cameras, you can find a manual mode. So I encourage you to put it on manual. I like to turn my ISO up a little bit, so I have it at 320. 320, and then you take a meter reading off of the sky, not off of the subject. You want the background meter reading. So here's my meter reading. And I make my adjustments. Right now it's telling me that a good exposure for the sky only would be f18, that's your aperture, is at 18, so it's very closed down, and a shutter speed of 200. And again, we're at ISO 320. Now that we have a meter reading based off of the sky, we're going to take a photo with the foliage in between us and the background, and hopefully we'll get a silhouette. So now you can see that there's a very dark foreground and a very evenly exposed background. On a sunny day, it can be even better when you turn down your exposure a few stops lower than your exposed sky. So if it's a really pretty sunset and you take an exposure reading and then your photograph turns out like white light, then all you have to do is knock your exposure down a couple stops and you start pulling out the colors of the sunset, the purples and the oranges and the reds. So that's one technique of really making your photo pop. Okay, now that I've shown you how to take a silhouette, I'm going to show you how not to take a silhouette. I'm going to put my camera on the green rectangle, which is automatic, fully automatic zone. And what this will do is it will take an average between the darkest part of your photograph and the brightest part of your photograph. This is the result. And as you can see, the foliage is bright green. The background's a little bit blown out. There's some detail in the fields, but overall it's a very flat picture because there's not very much contrast.